Hello and welcome to tonight's workshop, Designing Your Career. This workshop is brought to you by Pathfinder. We are an extracurricular program for incoming first and second year Northeastern students. We provide a safe and inclusive space for students to discuss and pursue their passions. If you haven't already, join Pathfinder using the link in our website. Our applications are rolling and open to Northeastern students. We also have an application for moderator positions, which are open to 3rd, 4th, and 5th year Northeastern students, as well as recent graduates. If you're looking for more workshops, check out our YouTube channel or podcast to view all of our workshops from earlier in the semester. And now we'll pass it over to Marissa from Career Design.
Welcome to Designing Your Career at any stage in any field. My name is Marissa Strominger, and I am a Career Design Fellow in the Career Design Office, and I am pleased to be guiding you through this conversation today. By participating in this presentation, you will learn 5 design thinking mindsets to apply to any career decision. You will be introduced to career design as both a process of lifelong learning, as well as a toolbox of Northeastern University programs and services. And you will learn how our SAIL platform can help you tell your story in a compelling way by identifying key experiences and skills competencies. Career Design wants you to know that in terms of the future of work, you will be careering for life. This means that making pivots throughout your career will be the norm. Your career path may very well take many turns. However, you can actually learn to be in the driver's seat by being proactive, intentional, and agile. I'm going to read some statements, and I would like you to think aloud to yourself whether you believe these may be true or false. First, you will change jobs often. One estimate is that someone will have 12 to 14 jobs by the time they are 36 years old. You may switch sectors. You may end up in business or government, healthcare. You may end up in jobs that don't currently exist. Startups are common. And by 2025, the gig economy could be up to 43% of the workforce. All of these statements are true. Many of these changes are driven by the rise of artificial intelligence and new technologies that render some jobs and industries obsolete, even as they create new opportunities. In addition to these trends, the future of work relies heavily on the diversification of the workforce. According to a Forbes Insights study, diversity is a key driver of innovation and is a critical component of organizations being successful on a global scale. Whether you identify with diverse intersections of identity or not, it's important to recognize and work towards diverse representations that leads to diversity of thought. As such, in today's economy, career is no longer a noun. It's a verb, and you'll be careering for life. With a growth mindset, it can be a joyful and exciting ride, even when the turns are unpredictable. That is why it is so important to be self-directed in your career management. With all of life's turns, we want you to be in the driver's seat. The Career Design team is here to help you navigate your journey. We will teach you a process of lifelong learning and the ability to pivot as new opportunities arise. So I would like you to think, has anyone heard about the book Designing Your Life by Bill Barnett and Dave Evans, shown on the slide here? They are both Stanford University faculty, and Bill is actually a Northeastern University parent. And they show how to apply the same problem-solving approaches that designers use to career and life decisions. We definitely recommend this book. Career design relies heavily on the iterative loop of design thinking, a process of testing and refining your plan based on experiences. Whereas designers focus on products and services, you can use the same collaborative and productive approach to designing your life, including the most fitting careers for you. For example, taking a course or two is a way to prototype whether an academic major is the right fit for you. Going on an internship or a co-op is a way to test and implement your vision of a future career. Having career conversations or informational interviews with professionals in your fields of interest is also a great way to test out ideas and options. There are 5 mindsets of career and life design. First, use curiosity to learn about yourself and the world. Be open to new ideas. Have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. So what is the difference between a growth and a growth and a fixed mindset. A growth mindset is when you are open and responsive to changes, and a fixed mindset is having a more limited view, believing that some things cannot be changed. So think about how you might apply a growth mindset to your current decisions. You could try something new, do something you're not good at, or learn something that you are curious about. Curiosity invites exploration and can help you to get good at getting lucky. It also allows you to see new opportunities everywhere. The second is to reframe challenges and dysfunctional beliefs. Reframing is a process of thinking about a problem from more than one perspective. It allows us to step back, examine biases, especially dysfunctional thinking, so that we can move forward towards a solution and not stay stuck. Examples might include, it's too late to reframe, or can I start now? I should know what I want to do with my life. Can be reframed to, you cannot know where you are going until you know where and who you are. Or COVID has eliminated my preferred opportunities, and that could be reframed to, what's another opportunity and career path I might explore? So on your own, take a moment to think about an example of something that you might be able to reframe. So the third mindset is maintain a bias to action. Try stuff and say yes to new things more than you say no. Defer judgment and create multiple ideas, including out-of-the-box ones, to build your way forward. This can take some courage, but test ideas, even be open to failing forward. Embrace change and going out of your comfort zone. What does failing forward mean? It means that you may fail when you test out some different ideas, and failing allows you to then understand what doesn't work, so that afterwards you can concentrate on trying out other things that could eventually succeed. Have you ever challenged yourself to go out of your comfort zone? Do it, and it could lead to success. Our fourth mindset is to engage in radical collaboration. Ask for help. Network, finding mentors, supportive friends. Know that you don't have to go at it alone. Some of your best ideas might come from other people, the people that know you best. So it's important to think about who is on your team. So take a moment and write down 3 people who could be on your success team. And last but not least, remember that it is a process. Don't stress over a distant outcome, but get good at the process. Life design is a journey focused on the process. So think about, what are your reactions to these mindsets? These mindsets can provide a framework to guide you through your next steps of career and life design. If you want to go into more depth with this, you can register for one of our Designing Your Life coaching labs, and these are listed on our event calendar. Since you will be careering for life, you will need a good process to respond to change and determine your next steps. Design thinking is that process. So this model outlines a framework for navigating and guiding your own career journey, one that you can use throughout your life. It consists of 5 stages, as you can see here on the right. You may go through all of them, or just a few. You may enter anywhere. It's not linear, but rather a cycle that you can use over and over, rinse and repeat. So these 5 stages, we will start at the top with knowing your I and why. Career design truly emphasizes self-knowledge because as external circumstances shift, it is all the more important to have a clear and strong inner compass to guide your decisions and next steps. Taking time to identify your interests, your values, your strengths, and your goals, and important intersections of identity that you might want to incorporate into any internship, job, or career decision helps you find fitting work and enables you to tell a clear story to others. So you want to consider all of our programs coded red for self-assessment. Next, we have explore and experience as we move to the right. You can't just think your way into a career. You need to test things out. And how do you do that? By being open-minded and curious. That ensures that you won't miss new opportunities as they arise. All of our programs coded green will walk you through the process of exploring different options. Next is the telling our story step. How will you stand out in an saturated information landscape? By being your most authentic self. Learn how to identify and promote your unique value and portfolio of experiences through multimedia. All programs coded gold We'll focus on how to generate clear and compelling documents and other communications throughout your job search or networking processes. Next is the navigating our network step. Most jobs come from relationships, not listings. You build communities through all of your activities, whether you realize it or not, both professional and personal. Telling your story regularly and allowing the power of your networks to connect you to new opportunities and people who can help is really important. NuSource, LinkedIn, and other social media are great networking tools, as is everyday conversation with others. Programs coded blue focus on networking, social impact careers, and other community engaged aspects of designing your career and life. And last but not least, we have our reflect and recalibrating step. After you've tested out an option, it's time to assess how that went. If the experience was positive, then you might want to keep heading in that direction. If it wasn't, think about what adjustments you could make. SAIL, a program that we offer, can help you with the reflection process, which is key to making good decisions that lead to lifelong career resiliency. Programs coded purple focus on moments to take stock and engage in self-care too, which is very important to stay healthy and resilient along your career journey. Your career decisions affect your lifestyle, health, and overall sense of satisfaction and happiness. Wherever you are in your career journey, whether you are choosing or changing your major, finding a career path, changing your career path, deciding on your first professional opportunity, or advancing in your career, it is important to make informed choices based on who you are and what you have to offer the world. How do you know your I and why? You may know a great deal about yourself, but never really saw how any of that relates to choosing a major, a volunteer activity, an internship, a co-op, and most largely a career. Designing your career requires ongoing self-assessment and reflection to make fitting decisions. Especially when external circumstances are fluid, you need a strong inner compass. Take time to clarify your values, your interests, strengths, and goals. This will help you communicate your purpose and value clearly to others. Spend time reflecting on how your intersections of identity, this is race, culture, home countries or countries you've lived in, gender, age, ability, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, how these impact your career interests and goals and the culture you would bring to any workplace as your authentic self. Career design has services and resources to help you with this process. We strive to support and empower you in making important major and career decisions. The coaching lab, Finding Your Fit, Majors, Careers, and Life Design, explains the self-assessment process and how knowing your values, interests, personality, and strengths provide you with guidelines for your career decisions. We have programming and also collaborate with other organizations on campus to connect diverse professionals with students who share identities often marginalized in the workforce to support you in navigating challenges and overcoming obstacles towards your goals, including opportunities for international students, BIPOC students, which stands for Black, Indigenous, and People of Color, the LGBTQA community, students with disabilities, first-generation students, and more. Additionally, career design offers self-assessment, both MBTI, strengths, skills, competence, things of that nature. Coaching labs on specific assessments covering personality, interests, and strengths, and you can find information on those all on our events calendar. An additional resource is our self-assessment page on the career design website. Because we learn from experience, you can't just think your way to a fulfilling career. You need to test things out. Be curious and open-minded as you explore a variety of academic, experiential, and career options. NUWorks posts co-op, internship, and job listings, and SAIL has a useful opportunity finder. The following are some ways to explore and test out experiences. So first, speak with professionals in your field through an informational interview. What is an informational interview? An informational interview is a 20 to 30-minute meeting where you are essentially interviewing an individual either virtually, over the phone, or in person, simply to learn more about your industry and career of interest, discover potential job leads, and clarify your career development goals. You could also ask to shadow someone whose career is of interest to you. Our website, careers.northeastern.edu, has a series of vocational biographies and other electronic resources which you can access through NUWorks. We offer Husky Treks, which are site visits to employers. It's a great way to get an inside view of a company and hear from people, often alumni who work there. Information about these will also be in NUWorks, and additional communications from Career Design can let you know about these. Attendance is limited and there is an application process for that. You can also join LinkedIn groups, including Northeastern University Employer Engagement and Career Design and Northeastern University International Students and Alumni Networking Group. For students who are doing an internship that requires they receive academic credit, Career Design offers Internship for Career Decision Making. The Global Northeastern Network offers many exciting experiential learning opportunities, which we hope you will pursue, including site visits to employers, working with faculty on research projects, XN projects and courses, student organizations and leadership, volunteer and community engagement, internships, part-time jobs, and of course, the co-op program. If you are interested in law or graduate school, you can check out our events calendar and register for the pre-law and graduate school coaching lab that is offered on Thursdays. To help you navigate through these opportunities, we also offer additional coaching labs titled Finding Internships, Leading Your Job Search, International Student Job and Internship Strategies, Navigating Cross-Cultural Differences in the American Job Search, and Negotiating Job Offers and Salaries. In a saturated information landscape, how will you stand out? And that's by being your unique self. Developing and promoting your personal and professional brand is an ongoing process. Think about what prospective employers would want to know about you. Think about the professional profile you want others to see and present a polished and consistent message across all platforms. It starts with knowing your I and why, so you can tell a distinctive story, and more importantly, so you can understand your own story and claim your value, strengths, experience. And what will set you apart is your self-knowledge and your understanding of what you bring to an employer. Your job documents are one of the first opportunities for a potential employer to get to know you and learn what is most important about you. In addition to professional experience, you can showcase different values or elements of your identity in sections that address activities, honors and awards, leadership, and volunteer work. We are available to help you reflect on your choices for the many ways that you can incorporate your culture ad into these documents. Career Design offers coaching labs for each of these, titled Revising Your Resume, Crafting Your Cover Letter, Promoting Your Brand on LinkedIn, and Interviewing with Confidence. And as we have noted, we have extensive resources on our webpage, including resume, career cover letters, LinkedIn, and interviewing guides, including VMOC and Big Interview. So navigating your networks. There is nothing more important to career success than building and cultivating a good network, since many job opportunities arise from relationships. We help you build your networks by connecting you to employers, alumni, and others through the NU network. What does networking mean to you, and how many networks do you belong to? It's easy to think that you may not belong to any networks, but you actually have connections that you may not even be considering as networks. Think about friends, family, classmates, advisors, and colleagues in student organizations that you participate in, just for some examples. Northeastern University itself is a member of many networks and fosters many networks in our university community. There are over 250,000 Northeastern University alumni throughout the world, and the university maintains strong connections to over 3,000 employers. Outside of Northeastern, you may research and connect with professional associations that share best practices in your industry and build networks who share experiences with you based on interest or intersections of identity. And we may help you engage with employers and alumni through a variety of ways throughout the year. First, we suggest joining NU Source through the Alumni Relations Office. NU Source is a database of thousands of Northeastern University alumni, and many Northeastern alums may be willing to have you conduct an informational interview to learn about different career fields. In addition to seeking networks based on industry, you can also join relevant affinity groups on NU Source, including groups for Asian American, Black, Latinx, LGBTQA, NUN, University Honors Program, Veterans and Service Members, Career Relaunchers, Young Global Leaders, Northeastern Black Lawyers Alumni Group, Hillel, and other community groups. Join LinkedIn groups, including Northeastern University Employer Engagement and Career Design, as well as international students and alumni networking groups. You can also join industry-specific and identity-based groups on LinkedIn as well. And last but not least, career fairs, panels, and coffee chats with employers are just some of the ways that we help to build connections for your future. Be on the lookout for employer-facing programs to help you connect with professionals in your industry, as well as folks that share your intersections of identity to discuss pathways for career success. You can check out our calendar for signature programs and specific career programming for international students. You can also attend our coaching lab called Networking Through LinkedIn to learn more about how to build, cultivate, and navigate your own network. Reflecting and recalibrating. At the outset of this presentation, we refer to the feedback loop of design thinking on which career design today relies. You've learned about yourself and what motivates you. You may already have a plan that you will refine by exploring, testing, and reflecting on your experiences. You may want to sample courses, helping you prototype a major. You might want to participate in a co-op or internship that allows you to test and implement a career path. Having moved through the cycle from wherever you started, reflecting on the knowledge that you have gained through these experiences and what that tells you about your plan is important. If your knowledge and experience confirm the plan you started with, then move on. But don't forget to check in with yourself regularly to see if that plan still works for you. You can recalibrate at any point when you decide that, as a lifelong learner, your cycle of learning and experiencing points you toward a new direction and new opportunities. Additional career design coaching labs that can support you in these processes are leveraging the power of transferable skills, professionalism, succeeding in the workplace, upskilling and working remotely, and staying positive during your job search. So now we're going to spend a moment to talk about SAIL. If you haven't yet downloaded the SAIL app, I strongly encourage you to do so now. It's a great tool to log and track your on-campus experiences. Trust me when I say it is always worth taking the time to reflect upon your experiences soon after they happen, instead of months or years later when you are down the road trying to recall specific information. If you have it downloaded, I encourage you to open it now. And if you are in the process of downloading, when you are ready, you want to log into SAIL Northeastern Student Experience. Use the My Story function to connect learning from workshops, classes, jobs, and co-ops to foundational masteries that match your developing career goals. It could be a workshop like this one, a class, or any other experience you have that is associated with Northeastern University. It allows you to take charge of your own learning and gives you great language and terminology to describe your experiences in a way that anyone could understand, because it uses the most common terms for different competencies within each dimension. SAIL fits with every part of career design, from understanding yourself or finding your why to telling your story, all the way through to reflecting and recalibrating. Taking charge of your learning by engaging with activities related to selected dimensions of holistic growth and using SAIL terminology to communicate your experiences and competencies will surely help you along the way. In conclusion, in addition to the resources that we discussed today, you can check out the variety of other resources found on our website, careers.northeastern.edu, including information about the variety of coaching labs, as well as Career Studio drop-ins. Be sure to check out what else is happening on campus through SAIL and NU Works as well. For students who are doing an internship that requires they receive academic credit, Career Design offers an internship for decision-making coaching lab that you might be interested in. So consider, what are your next steps? Think about one thing that you are going to do sometime after today's presentation to work towards your goals. Remember, there are so many resources available to you through Northeastern and beyond. Be sure to tap into services to help you along the way. They are all here for you. Thank you for joining today's presentation, and we hope to see you soon in career design.
Thank you so much to Marissa and all the folks at Career Design who helped make this presentation possible. Again, if you're looking for more workshops, please check out our archive on our YouTube channel and our podcast. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your day.